They weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
Get away from that door. Get over here or I'll call the guards. You won't just get away with this. Pay up.
Hold on. Let's talk about this.
Shame on you, breaking in like that. I'll call the guards on you.
I apologize. I must have made some mistake. But surely you'll gladly forgive someone of my standing, won't you?
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be in your good books. So run along, but don't try anything like that again. Mind where you're going.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the cart back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a thing.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Yeah. Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old A milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout.
Really need to sleep. I feel like laying down. That'll be the remains of the Midsummer Night bonfire. Getting quite tired.
Come here.
Quick!
Don't you think you'd have a better lick? Hey, it ain't his fault. What's wrong with his legs?
What's wrong with his legs is...
I'm gonna bash your face in! Show what you're made of! We'll kick you! Ooh, bleeding, are we? You want me to get your mark?
What now?
Let's end this season. And it's done!
I need a bandage, quick. There.
Hey, Henry, get over here. Hey, Henry, get over here. What's the hold-up, damn it? Hey, Henry, get over here.
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
Shouldn't we send for reinforcements?
Who would we send for? By the time we return, the bastards will be gone along with my goods.
Don't worry, lad. This scum is no match for us.
Hurry up, lad.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here! That'll be the remains of the Midsummer Night bonfire.
They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning. The folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Samid was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, and the roaring of the street...
Listen.
Stumbled with a priest. He showed me old pictures and taught me along. I stumble with a priest. Pigs can fly, and Gauze's name is really...
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it, and so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
You two are arseholes. I'd have nothing to do with a wench like that. It ain't right having a pair like that. She might be hexed, or maybe a witch.
Those definitely aren't the blacksmith's hands.
Hexes everywhere. It ain't that strange. Even my uncle had a pair like that.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Sure am, sir.
I wouldn't worry about Henry, sir. He showed us mettle and training. So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
Drunken old fool who claims he was a priest. He can't even quote one psalm.
I reckon you're right, sir. We've got the moment of surprise, so we'll just pounce on them.
The words of a real man. So get ready, and we'll go for them. Nice and quick, before the bastards realise what's going on.
You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me all these pictures and taught me a lot.
Aye, Stumble was a priest.
I'll show you. Fucking horse!
Him up! Nope! He's done for!
Bash him on the head! You should have fucking stayed out of it!
He's done for! Come fuck yourself!
I'll fuck your ass off!
He's done for!
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin. Sucker. I need a bandage, quick.
Stop dawdling!
That's better.
Stop dawdling! Stop dawdling! Stop dawdling! Hey, Henry, get over here. Watch the hold-up, damn it. Watch the hold-up.
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
Shouldn't we send for reinforcements?
Who would we send for? By the time we return, the bastards will be gone along with my goods.
Don't worry, lad. This scum is no match for us.
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
It makes no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time at the Shani, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go. Now,
You must be from Samin, sir. Of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
At them! Hammer them, men!
Come on, then! You stop! Yeah!
Alone! Help me with him! Yeah, don't spare him!
You're no match for us, Yorker!
That's a...
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Ain't that enough?
I'll kill you for that!
You'll kick the bucket, you shit!
Now, you'll die. They got what they deserved, the fuckers. Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
What to do with you later. What about your family?
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to rob the thieves.
Uh-huh.
And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
And what punishment can he expect? Maybe he'd surrender to me if I could promise him something.
Now listen up, Henry. We don't promise nothing to no scum. Never. He'll most likely get the rope. And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget, a man's word of honor is what separates a noble from a robber.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
You be quiet. We'll decide what to do with you later. What about your family? Fucking hell. Stupid branch.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
Who knows what they'll do to you? You might just get a whipping.
For robbing Semine, that old miser. He'll have me strung up from the nearest tree. I'd be better off jumping off the cliff.
Hey, I saw you cozying up with Gules. Seems to me he trusts you pretty much.
What? He wanted to skin me alive.
But he didn't.
What's that got to do with anything, anyway?
Well, I'd say you have a way with the nobles. People trust you. You just say it was the rashness of youth. Pour ashes on your head, and they'll be lenient.
You'll tell Lord Semin it was a youthful folly, eat crow, and that'll be that.
Convince his lordship? I'm not sure.
Well, either you give it a try, or we fight it out, or you jump.
Although, Ma always said I could talk my way out of anything. For sure. I'm better at it than fighting with strangers or diving headfirst off a cliff. All right. But only if you'll put in a good word for me. You'll tell them that I gave him up right away. And I don't know, the face of the Virgin Mary appeared in the clouds?
You got it. But I'll try and think up something better than the Virgin Mary.
All right. Let's go.
I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. You deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Semin. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
What's going to happen with that pair?
You mean Radovan's hands? We'll see. The one that ran for it, it's clear with him. The other fellow was tied up, so who knows what went down. Maybe he was innocent. Gnarly'll have a word with him, and we'll see what he tells us.
Sir, Venza surrendered because I promised to put in a good word for him.
Well, it's nice that you promised him, but I'm the one who'll decide on the fate of that scum, and it's quite clear to me.
All right. That's all right, thanks. I want to take a look around here first.
Suit yourself, but be on the alert. Gules isn't the only one making trouble in these parts, and stop by Semin sometime. Gnarly will take you under his wing and teach you a thing or two. Hail, good man.
God be with you.
And with you. How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead. Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me. So I wander the roads collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
My name.
That's right! You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
I'm always up for learning something new. What can you teach me?
I spend my days on the roads and my nights in the taverns. What interests you more?
Tell me about your experience on the road.
You can't beat a sturdy pair of shoes and a good supply of wine or ale with you. And keep an eye on the clouds. They can tell you if a big storm is brewing and whether you'll have time to find some shelter.
I'll bear that in mind.
And you'll stay dry. Farewell!
right. Listen to what I have.
Quick!
Whoa!
What the hell? Raus, du Bastard! Was willst du hier, Bettler? What are you in here?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Let's talk about the price.
Gut, versuchen wir's.
What would you say to this?
That's quite a sum. Lower your Why? You'll convince me with that price? Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen. Was willst du?
I'll have a look at the ware.
Thank you, and take care.
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the
Warum nicht? Ja, das ist finally a good. Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald. Wie geht's, mein Freund?
I'll have a look at the ware.
cod off! Get out! I'll help you. Useless! Take that! Fucking hell! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Jesus! I'm hit! Show your stuff! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! The beachy!
My God, these furry mutts.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realised they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down? The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the carts and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semin took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Now, don't worry. I don't think Lord Semin will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskowitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
You don't want me to steal that sword, do you?
God's nails. Don't annoy me, youngster. This is a serious matter. A good blade must be flexible, but not brittle. The best blades are made from welded steel.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. but that's all I know.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia, but you'll have to ask the Truskovitz women.
Right. I'll try to... In return...
If it means so much to... Go and see Betty from the Truskovitz tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
I'm sorry.
I wish you a pleasant day. I apologize.
Hey, it's that arsehole who scattered our sheep. Just you wait.
What? I don't know about any sheep. You're confusing me with someone else.
Shut it. I don't care about your excuses. You made a fool of my boy. I won't forget that. I'm going to hit you so hard, you'll be picking up teeth from the ground all the way to Trotsky.
I'd calm down if I were you. Next time I might poison the sheep instead.
You bloody bastard. Get lost, and don't show your face here again.
Farewell, and take a bath for goodness.
That shepherd, Alshik, is he your son?
Aye, that's my boy. He's going to be really important one day. I arranged for him to learn from Bailiff Trush, so he'll have a better life. But now it's his turn to look after the livestock, so he can't go there. What a waste of time.
Listen, I heard Henyek still secretly meeting up with Manka.
What? Nonsense! It's over between them.
I'm serious. They meet up in the evenings. Really, I saw them just the other day.
What? I'm going to wring that girl's neck! And his too, damn it! Thanks for telling me. I'll remember that.
What's new around here?
Nothing new. It's quiet here, fortunately.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for a couple of groschen.
What do you have for sale?
Why are you wasting my time?
I'll hammer him over the head!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
I surrender!
Enough of this! Who's going to herd those sheep back together? You deserve to have your ass kicked!
You've got a choice to make. Look at me, look at yourself, and think carefully about whether you want to try your luck with me. I've taken down bigger fellas than you.
Well, maybe... maybe we'll let it go this time?
That'd be the wise thing.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Greetings to you, friend.
What did I do to you?
You really ought to make it full.
Lord be with you.
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game would you like to play?
Nice. As it should be.
And do you have the badge for it?
Ah, no, we don't. Courtiers for me.
Let's play.
I've heard about you, but you can't beat me.
What are we gonna do today? Isn't all that hay? No, that's too fast.
And you act like you can't even count to 5.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Good day.
I really ought to make a fool of that old geezer. He'll be the laughing stock of the whole region.
Done.
God bless.
What about the...
Why did I even start playing with you?
We could block it with sand and rocks at night.
You were suspiciously lucky. I'm going to keep my eye on you. Aren't those dice sad you're just letting them sit there?
Good day to you.
Same to you.
Fuck.
We should do something to open his bow. What? Tie some branches to his horns and make him look like a deer?
Courage!
I really ought to make a fool of that old geezer. He'll be the laughing stock of the whole region.
Careful!
I'm always glad to see polite people
About
like
the greatest evil of all, the one called woman. They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, well-born, enough to turn even an honest.
I'm done with the sheep.
Ha ha! Great! How did it go? Tell me!
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect!
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Alshik ran like the wind after I slipped him that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been.
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well. Like I promised. Since you did such a good job.
Thanks, Oberon.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better. With my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more thing. We'll be meeting the Takovites soon to discuss the pastor they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
What could you teach me?
Well, I'd say I've experienced quite a lot in my long interest in God. And now, in my old age, I have much wisdom to share.
Do you have anything specific in mind?
I could help you with your craftsmanship. You know, like when you're going to make something. I also spent a lot of time with animals as a child.
That sounds good. I'd love to make use of your experience and learn something new.
It'll take some time, and maybe you could give me a forgotten in return, eh?
Tell me how to take better care of my things. How to be more handy.
When I used to run around the house, I learned all sorts of things. I'll tell you something, so listen up. I won't repeat myself, so pay attention.
Oh! I'd like to learn a few things.
It'll take some time, and maybe you could get...
Well, just tell me what to watch out for, so I don't end up like you did.
I was riding a horse before I could even walk. Now listen up. I won't repeat myself.
Good to see you.
I'd like to learn a few things.
It'll take some time, and maybe you could get...
I'd really appreciate...
Of course I will. Dogs are man's best friend. I won't repeat.
Good dog. Boy.
So, what else do you have in store for those Takovites?
I'll tell you, friend. We're going to meet the Takovites and our pastor and try to sort it out. And if we don't get through to them, we'll kick their arses. Will you come with us?
Why not? I've already stolen a maypole and scattered some sheep.
You will? You're really in it with us up to your ears. But I reckon it won't be much fun this time. We meet in the pastor regularly, and it's always the same. I try to explain everything to Project, but he doesn't listen to me. The thieving thief. I suppose we'll fight then. Don't worry. When the Takovites see you, they won't want to mess with us.
Wouldn't you and Project rather make up? You've had the pasture split in half for years, and it's worked so far, hasn't it?
You're starting to sound like the tusk of a bailiff Firth. He kept wanting to get involved. But to say the pasture ours in front of the Takovites? That he won't do.
But what if I talk to him? Maybe I can convince him to help us.
I wouldn't bet on it. Last time, he told me and Project he'd put us in the stocks if we keep bothering them.
You know what? I'll go have a talk with Thrush. Would you wait for me for a bit?
All right, but be quick. And don't you dare team up with them Takovites.
Call off that dog!
Go and whistle somewhere else.
Quick!
Excuse me.
I'd like to ask about that diabolical apparition.
Go to hell with that.
I came because of the arguments between Takov and Zhelyov.
What happened this time? Did old Bram piss in Project's ale barrels again like last year?
No, but they're getting ready to meet up and beat each other up.
Let them do it then! Maybe a few knocks to the skull will do them good, and they'll leave me alone.
How did the arguments between the Takovites and Zhelyevites start, anyway?
What do I know? I was a young lad back then, but it's all because of that bloody pasture. Both villages claim that it belongs to them, but nobody has any evidence. So they split it in half, but neither side is particularly happy about it.
Well, you wouldn't let them fight over nothing, would you? Does nobody know who the bloody pasture belongs to?
Nobody who could be trusted not to be making it up. After all, what business is it of mine? Let them kill each other for all I care. Worst case, I'll have to clap them all in the pillory. That should sort them out.
I'm sure you have enough worries as is. And the Takovites and Zhelyevites are just wasting your time. Wouldn't it be worth it to sort it out?
That it would. Bandits are running wild. My daughter is leaving the house. I don't have time for those morons right now. How the fuck am I supposed to find out who the pasture belongs to? I looked in the Chronicle. Things like that tend to be there. But Bailiff Brada, who was here before me, must have been a lunatic. You'd have to be mad to make any sense of that book.
Then let me have a look. I may not be mad, but maybe I'll find something you overlooked. You won't have to worry about anything.
You want to touch such a rare book with those filthy peasant hands? Have you lost your mind?
Filthy peasant hands? Do you know how many books I've read? And I never fold corners. If there's anything actually useful in the Chronicle, I'll find it.
Fine, have it your way. Maybe you'll manage to make some sense of Brada's bullshit. But if I find out you've even opened that book too harshly, you'll have me to answer to.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on Lord's Day?
You're not going to plow on Sunday, are you?
No, and nor should you.
Except I don't have a bullock, and you won't lend me yours on any other day.
Go hold on. What am I supposed to do today?
Go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you. Oh, the priest.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
I'm sorry.
Solved my problem. Heartfelt prayer saved entire masses of Jews and Jonah from the whale. So don't tell me you can't help with a little thing like yours.
A little thing? So you're insulting me too now? I didn't mean it like that.
It looks better already.
What a day that was!
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately. And I hope it stays that way.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
I'd like to get hold of that broken sword of his.
You'd hazard your soul for a piece of iron? Fool. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
What do you have for sale?
Good doggy. Good boy.
This Latin phrase looks important. Otherwise it wouldn't be written in red, would it? Fecit ordinem in region ope claviferae. I should try to find somebody who could translate it for me.
Good day to you.
My God. A blessed evening to you.
I heard something happened to Ambrose the Hermit.
Too right. He sends everyone packing right away. He's changed a lot.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
Aye. He used to have it hanging on the wall in his hut, but then he took it down. He might have sold it.
Do you know anything about that devil?
Mother of God, I don't know anything. Take care and have a pleasant evening.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both in the pillory, didn't you?
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me. Because if you did, I'd cut your thieving hands off on the spot.
Well... What about my friend? Have you seen him since?
He must be some friend if he scarpered without you, eh?
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it? Was he here, then?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying I don't know anything. Just that it ain't your business, lad. And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. Got that? If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you. He ain't no fool, I reckon. See you later.
I need to translate something from Latin. You're an educated man, aren't you? Would you help me?
Why not? It's nice to see simple folk wanting to get educated. What is it you need translated?
Maybe I should read.
As you wish. Till we meet again.
Praise God.
I need to translate.
What is it you need to
Fecit ordinem in regione ope clavi ferre.
That's definitely Latin, but what could it mean? In regione is obvious. That's in the country or region. Fecit ordinem is something like to bring order. And clave ferre means iron spike or maybe nail. So, brought order to the region with the help of an iron nail. Where did you hear that nonsense?
That's not important. The main thing is I know what it means, and hopefully it'll help me in my work. Thank you.
Till we meet again.
Praise the Lord.
I really need to eat something. Nice. And peaceful.
so you won't leave. As you wish, you moron. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Truck. Here, mutt.
Ah, here's the damn nail. Right in the middle of the pasture. Olbram and Prochek won't be happy.
Ka! Go! Ka!
Blessings to you. God be with you.
All right. How can I help you today?
Greet. It happens.
Indeed he is. He's worked so hard to get to where he is today. Good afternoon.
I hear that some apparition was seen around here. Is it true?
And what's that got to do with me? Best be on your way. It was good to see you.
Hungry, I could eat a horse.
Pickled cabbage drives down the Black Vale and puts your fluids in balance.
What fluids?
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the Black Vale and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Crazel again, haven't you?
And what if I have? He may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day he told me to give the cows dark ale.
Good afternoon.
You didn't actually do it, did you?
Do you know anything about the sighting of the devil?
God, leave me alone with that. God be with you.
You still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Aye, aye. Take my advice and go and pickle some cabbage, friend.
Greetings to you two.
I finally found the damn border between the Takov and Zheleov parts of the pasture.
How the hell did you manage that?
I found it in that chronicle of yours. It wasn't easy, but we can finally put an end to all that endless fighting.
Oh, about fucking time. So then, are you sure you found the right place?
Definitely. Bailiff Brader took iron nails and used them to mark the border so that people wouldn't forget where it is. One of them is in the oak tree on the pasture.
That's nice of him and all, but he could have fucking told somebody about it. Who can make sense of those writings of his? At least old Brahman Project will leave us alone now. Go to them, and when you all meet in the pasture, I'll ride over and settle this nonsense once and for all. And if those two start arguing again, I'll be hammering nails into their arses instead of trees.
Good day to you.